Hello YouTube, this is Hunter Surge with another day of Moonrise reveals. So I want to touch on Oistillery like a bit more because the one thing that I think is really important to note is that if you go for the style of deck we were talking about yesterday, where you use what the hell is it called? Where you use a Starbit Supernova. As just something you special cast out with a bunch of other methods and don't necessarily use the base form. You want a way to get it out of your hand if you draw into it. And Artillery, having this effect that as you discard any water card to target and destroy a card, is a pretty solid way of being able to do that. And with all the special casting that the deck is going to be capable of, you're going to have like a decent number of ways of like getting fodder onto the field so that you can ascend Oistillery over. So that is a card that I'm going to be keeping my eye on for that potential deck because it lines up very, very nicely for what you're trying to do there. Okay, moving on from that, let's get into today's video. We have Antitan. So every time one of the creators has gotten like a special reveal to pump out there, it has been like almost immediately followed by that card alongside the rest of his Ascension line being revealed in the next video. And this has happened once again with Sunseed just getting to reveal this Aardbud, and then the rest of the line getting revealed today. So Aardbud, as we talked about before, you can enchant a spirit from your Insectoid cards in order to special ascend this Aardbud to Aardvarum from your deck. When this Aardbud receives one or more Earth, you can search your deck for one spirit, Insectoid, Elestral, and add it to your hand. Both of those are pretty strong effects. Basically pop one of your Insectoids to special send it, which will get you another search. And on receive, search an Insectoid is very strong. Very, very powerful. Yeah. Okay. Aardvarum, we are already aware of. This is the normal art for the guy. We already have him from Tournament Pack. I have my playset. 6/3 Earth Lunar. When you cast this Aardvarum, you can search your deck for an Insectoid card and add it to your hand. You can target and destroy an Insectoid Elestral. That can be on either field. If you do, you can special send it into Antitan from your hand or deck. And then, last up, we have Antitan. So this is 11/8, 2 Earth, 1 Lunar Elestral. And you can discard an Insectoid card from your hand in order to target and destroy a card. You can do this up to twice per turn. Very strong, like really lets you take control of the board. And while there's a Insectoid Elestral on the field, this Antitan is unaffected by opponent's Elestral effects. So that immunity isn't like, I don't think that immunity is a huge deal. It doesn't even make you immune to Rhino Sect, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because Rhino is going to go on it, and it's going to be suppressed. Yeah. It doesn't care which field it is on. It does stop you from dying to Boombat specifically, and some like big 3-cost guys that have removal effects. But that's the main stuff. Like a lot of the methods that people are going to be using to remove. Actually, no, Boombat is the main method. But like not being immune to like shield or PTA is just like not ideal on a protection. Like it is a pretty incomplete protection. Now it's not good for a card to be completely immune. That's not where you want to be. But there are like significant holes in what this becomes immune to, which is good design. Though I would prefer a much different route on how these protection effects are done, because like having these holes were just like, okay, management doesn't matter at all actually, because you just had the thing that breaks through the hole is like not ideal. It's not my favorite thing in the world. As for the Antitan line as a whole, I think Antitan has like a lot of potential just because of how powerful Aardvarum's special ascend has the potential to be. Like this could be something you see sided into like Earth or Lunar decks when they're fighting something that has a decent number of Insectoids in it, just be able to profit off of clearing their Insectoids. Another thing I want to touch on the collect site, we can see like the cards laid out that have been revealed. So Aardbud is number 36, and Antitan is number 38. So these occupy these slots, which tells us a couple things. One, it tells us that Lunar is mostly done. We have 4 Lunar Elestrals left to know, and one of them would be Bandaloon, I believe it's called, which is going to be one of the Reverse Stellars from one of the Star decks. So we already know like about that card existing. Then, if we go past 38, Fire starts at 43. So it is possible that there's more fires in the set. But it seems more likely to me that these 4 slots are all Earths, which means Earth is getting a lot of Elestrals in this set. And what I would kind of hope is that we see a few more Insectoid Elestrals here to help like flesh out this as a deck type. Like a Tadpuff type card would be really, really huge for the deck. Like some good utility cards would be great to get. The fact that Aardbud is a receive makes it one of the most profitable possible altar targets. So like an Earth Nexus core using Aardbud seems like it has a lot of potential. So I would really like to see some more insectoids on the Earth side of things for us to be able to search with Aardbud. I'd be really excited to see that specifically. So I hope we see something along those lines in these slots. Yeah. And like the other ideal is somewhere in the runes. If somewhere in the runes we see like a stadium rune that has the insectoid type, that would be a really, really huge deal. Because that would mean that we have a way to immediately go for Aardbud without having to commit another Elestral to the field, without needing another normal cast. A Tadpuff type card that can just special cast itself from the hand, that's Insectoid, would do a pretty similar function. Would pretty similarly do what we want here. But yeah. That's my thoughts on those right now. I think they have a lot of really high potential. There's a lot of really good Insectoids in the game. And I could really easily see this being the backbone of the deck, because like those search abilities are really, really strong. And Antitan is a pretty decent 3 cost that you special ascend into. So I think we're seeing some pretty solid stuff there. But I would like to see the archetype of Insectoid get a few more little boosts in this set for it all to coalesce together properly. And lastly, before we head off for today, we have the Serialized Stellar Aardbud, which is pretty nice, pretty cool. All right, that is going to be it for today. I will see you guys later. This is Hunter Shirt signing off.